All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into a place that I think's on like everyone's travel bucket list,
Mm-hmm.
Cape Town's V&A Waterfront.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Really?
Absolutely.
So to guide us on this journey, we've got this awesome travel newsletter called Love to Visit South Africa.
Yes, love this newsletter.
And we're going to try to bring you all those like insider tips and must-see spots. But before we get too far,
Right.
can we just talk about how the V&A Waterfront, it's not just like a shopping mall by the sea.
Oh, definitely not.
Right.
It's so much more than that. It's like a blend of history, culture, modern attractions,
Yeah.
all set against this backdrop of
Of the mountain.
Table Mountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like iconic.
it is.
And I think one of the coolest things is that newsletter had this photo of a Ferris wheel, like right on the waterfront.
Oh, yeah.
And in the background,
Table Mountain.
Table Mountain.
Yeah, it's stunning.
It's like you're in the city, but you're also in nature.
Exactly. It just captures that essence of Cape Town so well, you know? City life, but with this incredible natural beauty just right there.
I mean, it's like the best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
And speaking of natural beauty, did you know that you can see like seals?
Seals. Oh my gosh.
Like wild seals
Right there on the waterfront.
sunning themselves.
It's amazing. Like you're walking along, you're having lunch, and you can see these seals just chilling out, basking in the sun.
I feel like that's something you don't get
Yeah.
in a lot
Yeah.
of like urban waterfronts, you know?
Not at all. It's like a little reminder that you're still connected to nature, even in the middle of the city.
It's so cool. And the newsletter talks about how that connection to nature is something that like the whole Western Cape region really emphasizes.
Oh, definitely.
It's not
The
just
waterfront.
rock.
Yeah, the whole region is like that.
It's like a whole vibe.
It is.
So they were talking about like Table Mount. Obviously, we've got to mention that, but also the Cape Winelands.
Oh, the Winelands are gorgeous.
Have you been?
I have, and it's just rolling vineyards as far as the eye can see, you know?
Like that's on my list.
You have to go.
Yeah.
And you can sip on some amazing Sauvignon Blanc while you're there.
Oh my God, I'm sold.
I know, right?
And then there's also the wildlife.
Oh, yeah, so much wild.
Something about whales,
Whales, penguins,
penguins.
all kinds of incredible creatures.
It's like a nature lover's paradise.
Absolutely, and the best part is there's something for everyone you know. Whether you like hiking, or you're a foodie, or you love history, or you just want to relax on the beach.
Like there's something for everyone.
There really is.
And you know what? Speaking of like catering to different interests,
Yeah.
I thought this section in the newsletter was really cool. It's called Experiences Likely to Sell Out.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
So if you're planning a trip, especially during like peak season,
Right.
you want to book these in advance.
Definitely. Or you might miss out.
It's because they're super popular.
They are.
So one that caught my eye was the Cape Town Diamond Museum.
Oh, that sounds fascinating.
I mean, who doesn't love diamonds?
Right.
But like imagine actually tracing the journey of a diamond from like,
From the mine
Yeah.
to a piece of jewelry.
it's like you're holding a piece of history.
It's incredible. I'd love to see that.
Me too. And for all the foodies out there, the newsletter recommends this restaurant called Sea
See.
that has this like farm to table approach.
Oh, I love that.
Then they use all these local ingredients, and they were saying that the chef is known for using finbows.
Finbows, what's that?
It's like these unique plants that are native to like the Cape Floral Kingdom.
Oh, wow. So it's like a taste of the region.
Yes, exactly. And then
Oh, cool.
they were talking about Uvamira Mountain Vineyards.
Uvamira. Okay.
And it's like nestled up against the Helderberg Nature Reserve.
Wow. That sounds beautiful.
And they have breathtaking views and like award-winning wines.
It's like the perfect combination, you know? Stunning scenery, delicious wine. What more could you ask for?
I know, right? Sign me up.
And then for all the animal lovers out there, yes, there's the Cheetah Outreach Center.
Oh, tell me about this.
You can actually get up close with cheetahs.
No way.
Yes, and you can learn about cheetah conservation efforts.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's a really cool way to support a good cause while having an unforgettable experience.
And then lastly, for those who want like a more secluded beach experience,
Okay.
they recommend Land at No Beach.
Land No, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like this hidden gem.
Yeah, like crystal clear waters, white sand, and these dramatic cliffs.
It sounds like a postcard.
It does.
Honestly, I'm overwhelmed. Like, there's so much to see and do in the Western Cape.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it?
It's like, how do you even choose?
Right. So what stands out to you so far? Like, what are you most excited about?
Oh, man. That's tough.
I know, right?
I mean, the Diamond Museum sounds amazing.
Yeah,
The cheetah encounter,
that's a good one.
the mountain vineyard.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I want to do it all.
I know, I feel the same way. But before we get too carried away with our wanderlust, let's dive a little deeper into some of these unique experiences.
So we've been talking about all these like sellout experiences, the things you want to book in advance.
Yeah.
But the newsletter also had this section called Only in South Africa.
Oh, I love that section.
And it was talking about all these unique things that you can only experience at the V&A Waterfront.
Right, like things that are specific to that place.
Exactly. And one thing that really stood out to me was how they emphasized the history.
Oh, yeah, the history is fascinating.
Like it wasn't always this like trendy waterfront destination,
Yeah,
right?
no, not at all. It used to be a working harbor,
Oh, wow.
like a really busy one, and you can still see some of that history today.
Like what kind of things?
Well, they talk about the clock tower, for example.
Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures of that.
It was built in the 1800s,
Wow.
and it was used to guide ships into the harbor.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and now it's like a landmark.
Like a reminder of the past.
Exactly, and they also mention the old warehouses,
Oh, yeah.
which have been transformed into shops and restaurants.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like a blend of old and new.
It's like the history is still there, but it's been given a new life.
Exactly, and speaking of new life, the newsletter also talks about the diversity of cultures at the V&A Waterfront.
Oh, yeah, it's like a melting pot.
It really is. You've got local vendors selling handmade crafts. You've got international restaurants offering all kinds of cuisine.
It's like a world tour.
It is, and they specifically mention the watershed.
What's that?
It's like this indoor market
Oh, cool.
with over 150 African artists and designers.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can find all sorts of unique handmade goods there.
I love places like that.
Me too. And then there's the V&A Food Market,
Okay.
which has over 40 vendors representing different cuisines from around the world.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so you can literally eat your way around the world.
It's like a foodie's paradise.
Absolutely. And we can't forget about the natural beauty. I mean, we've talked about Table Mountain.
Yeah. But there's also the ocean.
Oh, the ocean views are incredible.
I bet.
Yeah, the newsletter highlights a few restaurants that have like panoramic views of Table Bay and the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
It's like dining with a front row seat to the ocean.
That sounds amazing.
And then there's something you might not expect.
What's that?
Street art.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the V&A Waterfront has become a bit of a hub for street art.
I love street art.
Me too. It's like a window into the local culture.
Yeah, and you can find everything from murals to installations.
Right, and there's even a street art walking tour you can take.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, you can learn about the stories behind the art and the artists who created it.
I'm sensing a theme here.
What's that?
It's like the V&A Waterfront is this amazing blend of everything.
It really is. You've got history, you've got culture, you've got natural beauty, you've got art.
It's like a microcosm of Cape Town itself.
Exactly, and it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
There's so much more to explore in the Western Cape. Me neither, but before we move on, what's caught your attention so far?
Honestly, everything.
I know, right? But if you had to pick one thing, what are you most eager to experience? It's been quite a journey so far, hasn't it? From the vibrant V&A waterfront to the landscapes of the Western Cape, like we've uncovered so many cool things to see and do.
Seriously, my Pinterest board is like overflowing.
I bet.
But one thing that really stuck with me is how much this newsletter emphasizes like responsible tourism.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's not just about like going there and having fun. It's about, being mindful of the impact you're having.
Exactly. And it seems like the V&A Waterfront and the Western Cape, they offer so many ways to do that. Like supporting those local artists at the watershed or choosing restaurants that are using sustainable practices.
Absolutely.
Or even those like wildlife conservation efforts.
Yeah, it's about giving back,
Exactly. And speaking of giving back, remember those experiences that are likely to sell out.
The ones we should book in advance.
Yeah, like the Cape Town Diamond Museum.
Right.
They're not just teaching you about diamonds. They're talking about ethical sourcing too.
That's so important.
And then the Cheetah Outreach Center.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting up close with these amazing animals, but you're also learning about the challenges they face in supporting their conservation.
It's a win-win.
Seriously. And let's not forget about all those hidden gems,
The places off the beaten path.
Yeah, it's so exciting to think that there's a whole world of unique experiences just waiting to be discovered beyond those like must-see attractions.
That's what makes travel so amazing, It's about embracing the unknown and allowing yourself to be surprised.
I'm all about those surprises, especially when it comes to food.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that section in the newsletter about iconic street food in Cape Town?
Oh man, the Bunny Chow, the Gatsby, the Koch sisters.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Me too. Food is like a portal to another culture, you know? It's such a powerful way to experience a place.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the V&A Waterfront and the Western Cape, we want to hear from you.
Yeah. What are you most excited to try?
What street food is calling your name? And beyond the big attractions, what hidden gems are you hoping to discover?
Let us know because we'd love to hear what sparks your wanderlust for this amazing part of the world.
Until next time, happy travels, everyone.